Welcome to all of you. Today we are going to know about active voice and passive voice. So before starting the active and passive voice, let us understand that what is voice. Voice is a grammatical category that applies to verbs. Voice in English expresses the relationship of the subject to the action. And now, what is active and what is passive voice? So here are two examples. One is I write a letter and second is a letter is written by me. So in both the two sentences, first sentence is in active voice and second sentence is in passive voice. So what is the difference in between these two sentences? There is no difference in terms of meaning, but the difference is of the importance. That in first sentence, which is in active voice, the importance is given to the I, which is the subject in this sentence, and in the second sentence the importance is given to the later, which is the object in this sentence. So now it is clear that in active voice, subject performs the action and object receives that action, and the general structure of active voice is subject, verb and object. In passive voice, the more importance is given to the object which receives the action, and the general structure of passive voice sentence is object plus verb plus by, preposition and subject. So now question arises that when the meaning is the same, so why should we study passive voice? So there are two main reasons. First, when you don't know about the subject, that who is the doer of this action, you know about only the action, who you know about the action only. In that case, second, when you want to emphasize on the action and object rather than who did it, means the action is more important for you at that time. It is not a big thing. You don't want to know about the doer of the action in that condition. For example, if you say my book has been stolen, or sweet has been finished, road has been constructed. So in these sentences, there is we don't know that who is the doer of the action, but the action is important for us. So that is why we are using passive voice. Now let us understand how to convert active voice into passive voice. So here are 5 main steps to convert active voice into passive voice. First is identify subject and object in the sentence. Second is exchange subject with the object. Third, use preposition by. By is the preposition. So use preposition by and objective case of pronouns if pronoun is there. Fourth, identify the main verb and use the third form of it. Then fifth step is use the correct form of tenses. And here you should remember that 4 tenses are not converted. The sentences of the 4 tenses are not converted into passive voice. Now let us understand the rules. So for the rules, first things comes, that is changes in pronoun. We have understood here through the one example that I write a letter. Here first identify, first step is to identify the subject and object. So I is the subject and letter is the object and write is the verb in this sentence. Now second step is to exchange subject with object. So answer, we will swipe, the answer will be a letter dash dash me. Then third step, use preposition by and objective case of pronoun if pronoun is there. So use preposition by, so it will be by me. Then fourth step, identify the main verb. So write is the main verb, so we are supposed to use third form of it. So answer will be a letter dash written by me. Then fifth is the tense. We will study it later on. So here we will the proper sentence or proper conversion or proper answer of this sentence will be a letter is written by me. So here two things we can notice, two things that about the pronouns, and second is about the how to use the correct form of tenses. Two things are left to study. So now we'll understand about the changes in pronouns and about the changes in tenses. So first is changes in pronouns. When we study about the pronouns. So we find out that there are 7 personal pronouns: I, we, you, he, she, it, they. Then what is the objective case of pronouns? Objective case of pronouns is me, I, me, we, us, you, he, him, she, her, it, and they, them. So this is the objective case, and these objective cases are used to be used in while converting the active voice into passive voice. Now comes the tenses, changes in tenses from active voice to passive voice. So there are total 12 type of tenses, and only 8 tenses are there which we are supposed to convert into passive voice. So what are the 4 tenses which we are not supposed to change? First is present perfect continuous tense. Second is past perfect continuous tense. Third is future perfect continuous tense, and fourth is future continuous tenses. So always remember that these 4 tenses are excluded. Now how many tenses are left? 8. So 8 tenses we are going to study. So 8 tenses are simple present, simple past, simple future, then present continuous tense, past continuous tense, and then present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. So there are 8 tenses. Now let us understand it in a detailed manner. So first we will understand continuous tenses and then perfect tenses. So first is continuous tenses. So in the continuous tenses, the helping verbs are is, am, are, and was, were. So if the sentences is carrying is, am, are, or was, were, suppose I am teaching English. So in this sentence, is, am, are, and was, were, we are not supposed to remove anything. We are supposed to just as being, 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 and we are supposed to use is, am, are, and was, were as per the object now, which is turned into which is replaced as in the place of subject as per the requirement of that object. Means if we are exchanging, if we have exchanged I with the letter, so if the letter I am writing a letter, so the answer will be a letter, not am, it will be a letter is, and we will add being. So a letter is being written by me. So this will be the correct answer. So now again another example, I was teaching English. So in this sentence, English was being taught by me. So here you can see that we are following all the 5 steps now in a proper manner, and we have studied 2 tenses, that are continuous tenses, present continuous tense and past continuous tense, and I have told you that future continuous tenses are not to be changed, so no need to study that. So in this way we have studied 2 tenses. Now how many left? 5. Now next is perfect tenses. So if in the sentence has, have, had is there, so what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to add been, B-double-E-N, been, and the rest will be the same. And as I have told you earlier also in that sentences, that as per the requirement, we are supposed to use the helping verb as per the requirement, which as per the requirement of the object. Suppose I have written a letter, so the sentences will be a letter, have will be the wrong answer. The answer will be a letter has been written by me. This will be the correct answer. So if in the sentence has, have, had has been given there, has, have, had, whether it is in perfect, present perfect, or past perfect, or future perfect. So we are supposed to add been, B-double-E-N, been there, and we are supposed to use all the same steps which we have studied earlier. For example, you have stolen my book. So the answer will be the book has been stolen by you. Second example, I have broken my car. So answer will be my car has been broken by me. So this will be the correct answer. Again, last example of the future perfect continuous tense. I shall have I shall have been cooked the food. So answer will be the food. The food shall have. The food will have been cooked by me. Okay. So now three tenses we have studied. 3 plus 2. Two continuous tenses, present continuous tense and past continuous tense. Then all the three perfect tenses we have completed. Now how many tenses are left? 3. 3 are simple present, simple past and simple future. So in these kind of sentences, the sentences I write a letter, I wrote a letter and I will write a letter. In these kind of sentences we are supposed to use is, am, are, was, were and will be, shall be. So you have to study it in a proper manner, because it creates confusion if you are not, if you have not studied it in a proper manner. So it is my advice to you that please study it in a proper manner. So in the simple present tense, like sentences I write a letter, you are supposed to use is, am, are as per the requirement of the object, turn, subject. For example, sentence is I write a letter. So the answer will be a letter is written by me. You will use is, am, are because the sentence is in the simple present tense. Second tense is simple past tense. So the sentence is I wrote a letter. So answer will be a letter was written by me. And then third is I shall write a letter. So answer will be a letter will be written by me. This will be the correct answer. So just remember this. It's the easiest way which I discovered, which I thought that I should share with you for understanding, for better understanding of the active and passive voice. So thanks a lot for watching this video. If it is helpful for you, please share this video, subscribe the channel and please do comments. Thanks a lot for watching.